Hello dear doctors, my name is Dr. Shabaz Ansari and as of now I'm working as an acute care clinical fellow in the North Wales, and here I am yet with another video. I'm not a really good video making kind of guy or YouTuber as per se, but yeah, I just like to share my experiences, and this is basically one friend talking to another friend who wants to pursue this career in the UK if they want, and this is just me helping and doing my bit. Anywho, in this video I'm going to be talking about how to buy your first car working as a junior doctor in the UK. Okay, so let's just get right into it. First of all, I would just like to share my experience that in Pakistan I did have a car, but it was my dad's car. Obviously my dad gave it to me and I could never even think of buying my own car with my own salary. But in the UK I was able to buy myself a Fiat Punto under 2,500 pounds within a span of 3 months, and yeah, I'm driving it and it's been amazing. I don't have to wait for the buses, I don't have to think about the commuting timings. I just get out of bed, have my breakfast, get into my car and straight to drive, because a lot of times the weather is very uncertain. It might be raining, it might be snowfall, it might be icy, it might be super cold, it might be super dry, it might be super wet. So yeah, having a car in the UK is a luxury, but yeah, it's a necessity if you work in outskirts, in the suburbs. But in the cities it's more like a luxury because the transportation is really good. But in the outskirts, for example in North Wales or in South Wales, or if you are living in the outskirts of London, car is more of a necessity, because in order to commute you cut down time. It's actually cheaper if you compare it to the local transportation, and the timing, god, the timing and the convenience is uncanny. So yeah, and so far so good. So the first and foremost thing in order to drive or buy a car in the UK is to have a driver's license, because if you don't have a driver's license, don't think of even buying a car, because in our country we might as well drive without a license, but in this country we can't. So if you have got an international driver's license or even a national driver's license, it's valid for 1 year from the time that you entered into this country. For example, I entered in the UK on the 1st of September 2021, and my license, national and international license, both are valid till 31st of August 2022. So practically speaking, I can drive for 1 year on my national driver's license, and in the meantime I'm supposed to get my UK driver's license sorted, and yeah, and that's about it. So first of all, if you have got a license, you're good to go. Secondly, just weigh yourself. Do you need a car or do you want a car? Because there are a lot of things that you want but you don't need them. So if you need a car, you better start saving up money, and you can buy a car from as cheap as 500 pounds, 300 pounds, and as for high as you can go. And starting a job in the UK, you might be able to save up enough amount of money to buy yourself a car in the span of 3 to 4 months. It depends upon where you live and how much your expenditure is. Yeah, and if you've got the budget, what you need to do is you need to Google a lot of stuff, like what are the things that you need to look into a car. How do you know about cars? If you don't, you need to research a little bit. And the application that I would recommend where I got my own car was Auto Traders. You just go on Auto Traders, download the application, or just go on open your laptop and Google Auto Traders, and you'll get to their website. And whatever you convenience you have, you want a small car, you want a big car, you can auto filter all the mileage, what is your budget, so it will filter everything. That's one of the option, and that's where I got my car. But you need to be a bit more vigilant, because yeah, with cars you can never be always certain. The other thing that you can have is you can actually go to a local garage in your own town, because I live in a small town, so there are not a lot of big garages. But in cities like Manchester, Liverpool, you can always get a car from the garage itself, and they give you a good warranty. They might be a bit more expensive compared to Auto Traders, but yeah, you can do that as well. After that, I got my Fiat Punto. I selected that car, so now you need to look into an insurance, because without an insurance you can't drive a car in the UK. It's illegal. So once you get the car selected, you just have to get the license plate number, enter into any Google cheap insurance in the UK, and it'll take you to multiple websites of cheap insurances. I took Admiral, but I did compare a lot of insurances in order to make sure which one's the cheapest and the best. So yeah, just put into the details of your car plate number. It'll take you to a questionnaire where it'll ask you where have you been, do you have any insurance claims, have you had any convictions, how long have you been driving, what is where will you park the car, how many miles per year will you drive. So yeah, according to those calculations, it will give you an estimate of an insurance, which will you have to pay either on monthly basis or on yearly basis. So it'll give you a good coverage. So for the people who are driving for the first time, the good insurance would be a comprehensive coverage, which would give you accidental coverage, legal coverage, breakdown coverage, everything. So it's a bit more pricier, but as a first-time driver in the UK, I would really recommend that, because that's the one I got. And now I'm a little easy, but if you want that, if you have got a history that you're really scared, okay, I need more legal coverage, so you can always get extra assistance for maybe 10 or 20 pounds, 35 pounds, depending on which category you want coverage in, be it breakdown, be it legal assistance, be it a secondary car. So yeah, that's the thing. And you can compare all the insurance accordingly. Be it you might as well have a quote from one, but you can get different quotes. But yeah, whenever you get back to the site, it'll clear your cache or clear your browsing history, so that they don't know that you've been browsing it. Okay, so yeah, once that's sorted, so you've got in a car, you've got an insurance, your license is sorted, but you need a couple of more things. Number 4 is the MOT, and the MOT is basically the safety of the car. With is it eligible to be driven on the roads of the UK? Make sure that the car that you've selected, it has a valid MOT. Okay, and the other thing is road tax. In order to drive a car in the UK, depending upon which vehicle you're driving, you have to pay a certain amount of road tax. And most of the cars, the road tax is paid while you're buying them. But yeah, make sure you get these things sorted before you actually get into the real deal. And yeah, once you've bought the car, you've got the license sorted, you've got the MOT, you've got the road tax, you've got the insurance, and yeah, but you're still not confident to drive a car. So what you can do is you can get some learning lessons in order to drive in the UK. It might be from £20, £30 an hour, depending upon what's your competency level to drive in the UK. So yeah, but I didn't take any because I've been driving for nearly a decade. So yeah, don't bother if you're confident enough. But I would highly recommend that you do watch some YouTube videos on how to drive, the basics of driving in the UK, because there are a lot of signs and signals that I didn't recognize before, if I'm being politically correct. So you need to be very careful that you don't get any running traffic lights, speeding, or just rash driving. So yeah, these couple of things. But to be very honest, driving in the UK is way easier than driving in Pakistan, because nobody honks. That's the first. Nobody tries to cross you, nobody gives you middle fingers or something in the road. And yeah, the road rash may be there, but yeah, everything is really calmed down because every car is insured. So yeah, what you need to do is keep yourself safe, and everybody's going to keep themselves safe. And that's about it. And now you've got a car, everything is sorted, and you're driving. It gives you a lot of independence that you don't have to wait for the trains, you don't have to wait for the buses. You can go out with your friends, you can visit your relatives, despite what time of the day it is. And honestly speaking, I've been driving my car for the nearly 1 month now, and it's actually cheaper than the local transportation, because my car fueled up the tank at nearly £60. It's 35-40 litre car, and my monthly expenses £30 back and forth from the hospital, though the local transportation costs nearly £60. Yeah, there it is. And that's about it for this video. I hope you like it. If you like this content, just give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, please let me know. Till then, see ya. Bye bye.